Hi, my name is Corey Elizabeth, and I'm the Corporate Brand Specialist here at J. Beverly Hills. Today, I'd like to take the opportunity to talk to you about blonding with J. Beverly Hills Colour. Before we get into the details of blonding and the tools that it needs to get there, let's talk about some things that we already know about our color line. The J. Beverly Hills Colour line uses 99.98% pure pigments to ensure that, much like the highest quality diamond, your hair color is reflective, shiny, and pure. The J. Beverly Hills Colour line also contains less than 1% ammonia in our levels 1 through 10 and less than 2% ammonia in our high lift series, which we're going to talk about today. Ensuring that not only do we have the highest grade pigments, but an extremely gentle low ammonia content, the J. Beverly Hills Colour line is also botanically infused with things like Argan Oil, Acai Berry, black pearl powder, beeswax, aloe vera, and vitamin C, ensuring that at all times your hair is treated with the highest quality ingredients, leaving it in the best possible condition that it could be. And to wrap it all up, we have a pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing process, which ensures that everything that you receive from J. Beverly Hills is going to be at 99.9% purity, formed in a sterile, vacuum-sealed, temperature-controlled room, which nowadays is more important than ever. So let's talk about blonding with J. Beverly Hills. But first off, what is blonding? Blonding is the process of removing pigment from the hair to achieve a lighter level. When we do this, we often expose a lot of RPC in those yellow and orange tones, as well as remove pigment which can create damage to the hair. So as we go through our capable blonding products, we're going to address the fact of how we keep your hair in amazing shape and control all of that unwanted warmth during the lightening process. In J. Beverly Hills, we have a few blonding tools available for you. The first consists of high lift permanent colors, such as our Controlling Blonde 11 series and our High Lift 12 series, as well as an entire lightening system that consists of powder lightener, clay lightener, and cream lightener. The first of which is our Controlling Blondes. The Controlling Blondes is commonly referred to as our 11 series. The Controlling Blonde 11 series contains 1.5% ammonia and has a mixing ratio of 1 to 1.5. This line can be used with any of our J. Beverly Hills developers from 5 to 40 volume for lifting, as well as 2T for toning. The Controlling Blonde segment is designed to have a pigment weight of a level 9, and it's designed to be used on levels 5 or lighter, or people with coarse hair. There are ways to incorporate our Mixer Super Boost for an extra half level to 1 level of lift. When formulating for the Controlling Blonde series, it's very important to incorporate all of the controlling bases for the levels that you're going to be going through in order to achieve the most neutral, cool end result. Such as, if you're lifting from a level 6 to a level 9, you're going to be using your 30 volume developer to achieve 3 full levels of lift. During that process, you're going to move from red-orange to yellow-orange to yellow, which means that all 3 of those unwanted RPC levels are going to be present in your end result. So in order to lift and tone, it's very important to incorporate all 3 of those neutralizing, controlling bases in your formula to ensure that all of that warmth is controlled for your end result. So Controlling Blondes makes a really excellent on the scalp, dual purpose, dimensional type of color to use for the average client. Now our High Lift series, commonly referred to as our 12 series, contains 2% ammonia and is designed to be mixed 1 part color to 3 parts developer. This is because that higher ammonia content needs a little bit more developer in order to activate that work and get that lift going, as well as providing a more sheer, translucent, and vibrant end result. The High Lift 12 series is designed to be used on level 6 or lighter, or clients with fine hair. This can be used with all of our developers from 5 through 40 volume to lift, as well as our 2T developer for toning. You can also incorporate our Mixer Super Boost to achieve a half level to a full level of lift. Because of the higher ammonia percentage in our High Lift series, we recommend that this is an off-the-scalp product used with our lifting developers in dimensional work and foils. The controlling blondes are available in 11NN, 11BB, 11AA, and 11AB. Our high lift blondes are available in 12N, 12A, 12B, 12G, 12V, 12SI, and 12VVB. Our Super Boost mixer is designed to be mixed with any of our controlling blondes or our high lift series in order to achieve a half level to a full level of extra lift during the lifting process. It contains 3% ammonia with 0 pigment, but all of the botanical infusions that you've come to know from Beverly Hills Colour. So the Super Boost is designed to be mixed with oxidative color and give you that extra boost of lift. You can also use your Super Boost as what we call a clean the canvas type operation in order to expose anything that might be going on with your new client all throughout the zones in the hair. Next, we're going to talk about our Max Lightener. Our Max Lightener is the first lightener in our lightening system, and it is a dual purpose, on the scalp and off the scalp, dust-free, traditional powder lightener. The Max Lightener has a pH level of approximately 12 and is designed to be mixed 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 for up to 8 levels of lift. The Max Lightener is a very cool lightener that is designed to not only nourish your hair and scalp, but also to give you the maximum lift necessary to create all of those high lift blondes. The Max Lightener contains a natural alkalizer called sodium metasilicate that is considered a clean ingredient when it comes to the scientists of the world. So it's really nice to be able to offer something like that that's not harmful to us or to our clients. Max Lightener is also infused with sorbitol and magnesium to retain moisture and nourish the scalp. In addition to those two active ingredients, it contains Z-maize, which is commonly known as corn oil, which provides vitamin E, moisturizing, and soothing to dry hair. So not only is this going to lift you to that desired blonde, but it's also going to nourish your hair at the same time. So Max Lightener is a really amazing product that also has a steely gray type of pigment to it in order to block your client from seeing all of those unwanted levels of lift without having to handle it right away. The next product we're going to talk about is our Soft Lightener. Our Soft Lightener is an extremely gentle, soft cream lightener that is designed to be dual purpose, but slow and soft. So it moves very gently and it can be used for dimensional work for people that are a little bit slower in foiling. It can be used to refresh the ends, and it can also be used in dimensional work to create multiple levels of blonde. The Soft Lightener has approximately an 11.5 pH level and is designed to be mixed 1-to-2 for up to 5 levels of lift. It's also infused with things like argan oil, safflower oil, seaweed, aloe, and amino acids, making the Soft Lightener the perfect option for a clean the canvas type service with more resistant colors that you don't know what's going on. I personally love to use the Soft Lightener as a refresh for the ends on all of my blondes because we all know that you can do a fresh highlight or a fresh retouch and it comes out clean and pure and bright. And then sometimes on the ends, your blondes are a little dingy just from that environmental factors, minerals in our water, etc. So it's really awesome to be able to just pull that Soft Lightener through the ends with something like 5 or 10 volume to just give you that half level of lift off and really clean out that canvas to get back to that pure bright blonde. So Soft Lightener to me is something that's extremely necessary in all of our color kits. But last but not least, we're going to talk about our balayage system. So our balayage system consists of 3 products here: our balayage lightener, our balayage developer, and our porosity equalizer. But let's talk about the balayage lightener first. The balayage lightener is an open air technique designed lightener. It does have a pH level of approximately 10.5 and it is mixed 1-to-2 and will achieve up to 7 levels of lift. It's designed to not dry or flake out, So it's also going to be infused with things like argan oil, seaweed extract, and of course that kaolin clay. So what those three things do is they work together to not only form that outside protective layer, but also to keep what's underneath that layer nice and moist to continue maximum processing and maximum lift during your open air balayage services. So it's a really great lightener. It also has a soft lilac color to it. So again, it will block that RPC from appearing to your clients so nobody's freaking out. And then next, it does go pair amazingly well with our 20 volume balayage developer. Our balayage developer is formulated with baobab and aloe vera in order to add some extra moisture and ensure a prolonged processing time. However, the balayage lightener can be mixed with any of the developers in our Beverly Hills Colour line, so no worries there. You can use it with our 30 and 40 volumes with absolutely no problem. The standout part of our balayage system is definitely going to be our balayage porosity equalizer. So porosity equalizer is a protein spray that is designed to aid in all of your chemical services, not just balayage. It's infused with hydrolyzed wheat protein, wheat amino acids, and provitamin B5 to actually start repairing your hair during any of your chemical services. So unlike some other protein things on the market, this is designed to actually start healing your hair, and it will continue to work as long as you use it. And then if you stop using it, it's just going to stop repairing your hair. It's not going to create more damage. It's not going to create band-aids. It's going to actually go in and fill those holes in your hair with the necessary amino acids and wheat proteins. So that's a really important thing to know. Also along that same vein, it's not going to affect your developer at all, unlike other things on the line. So your 20 volume developer is just as strong as your 20 volume developer were, only your deposit is going to be much more effective now. So this is a really great product to use on all of your chemical services, whether it be lightening, color, smooth, any of those. For color, you can either spray it directly on the hair or in the most porous areas, or you can mix it into your color. For smooth, we recommend that you spray it onto the hair prior to the service. But the best part about this is you can actually use this on its own for a protein treatment. So it's very gentle. It has a pH level of 6, so it's nice and balanced there for you. And it's just designed to add that extra boost of protein and strength to your hair. So it makes a really great in-salon treatment to wash the hair with clarifier, spray the hair root through end, let it sit and process for approximately 20 minutes, and then follow up with a mask intensive treatment for approximately 5 minutes. And what that does is that provides that perfect balance of protein and moisture to completely start repairing your hair. So the protein spray is a very powerful addition to our balayage lightener. So again, that's one of those things that everybody needs in their color kits, is that porosity equalizer, just to make sure that their hair and the color presents as the best possible way. So that's our lightening system. It consists of all three of those lighteners, as well as the controlling blondes and the high lift series. So regardless of what you're doing with your client, you have the tools necessary to create any type of blonde. Now, something that we talked about, we already handled how to keep it healthy with our porosity equalizer and of course all of those beautiful botanicals that come in all of our products. But now let's talk about toning and controlling that warmth. Because we all know that even sometimes on a high lift, or a lot of times on highlights or a lightener retouch, something like that, we are exposing a lot of that RPC. So toning goes hand in hand with blonding. So it's really important for us to talk about what the capabilities of toning are within our permanent hair color line. So the number one thing you need to know when you're toning is you're always going to want to go with that 2-transform semi or demi-permanent type application. So 2-transform is a really powerful thing, not only to create that level on level deposit and glossing for our permanent hair color line and our permanent retouches, but it also turns that ammonia-based color into a more gentle deposit-only type color. So 2-transform is a low volume developer that does not fully activate the ammonia in the color tube. It has a 6.5 pH level, or I'm sorry, it's a 6.5 volume and a 4 pH level. And it's just really gonna work as a semi or a demi, depending on how you wanna use it. The one thing to know is it's very important that you let this product sit in the bowl for approximately 5 to 7 minutes prior to applying any of your color. So that way you can really ensure that it's not going to add any lift or anything like that to work off your natural base, okay? So here's the thing, you can tone with 3 options in our J. Beverly Hills permanent hair color line. And those 3 options are the 11 series controlling blondes, the 12 series high lifts, and our refining toners. So let's talk about toning with our 11 series. Our 11 series is probably the best choice to use for toning when it comes to your dimensional look, your high lift blondes, etc., because the 11 series operates with only a 1.5% ammonia content, which is very gentle and still very low for any type of blonding series. It also has a pigment weight of a level 9, so it's going to add a little bit more opacity and a little bit more control to any of those unwanted warm tones. We do recommend that for toning, like I said, you mix it with our 2T developer at 1 to 1.5, okay? My favorite way to use the 11 series is actually to mix it with our clear, which is a clear pigment, botanically infused, 2% ammonia, so that it cuts that pigment weight a little bit, but still offers that control in a gentler way. So clear is a really excellent mixer to incorporate when you're toning with the 11 series because of that pigment weight of a level 9, okay? So next, when you're talking about toning with your 12 series, you always want to keep in mind that this has a higher ammonia content. So you really want to mix it and make sure that that 7 minutes really happens so it can really just kind of dissipate all of that extra alkalinity. So with that 2% ammonia content and mixing it with our 2T, there's still going to be a little bit of active ammonia in there. So you want to just keep in mind that you might get a little bit of a base break when you apply this, which I think can actually be very useful sometimes, especially when you're working with a platinum card or a heavy back-to-back type foil. So again, our 12 series does have a pigment weight of a level 10, so it's not going to offer as much control of the warmth as the controlling blonde series will, so it's going to be a little bit lighter and brighter. It also has a mixing ratio of 1 to 3, so 1 part color, 3 parts developer. This is really important to ensure that you really dissipate all of that ammonia, but it's also really important to know that if you mix any of your 12 series with anything else from the line, that the mixing ratio goes back to 1 to 1.5. If you're mixing pure 12 series by itself, it maintains the 1 to 3 mixing ratio. So again, if you're using this 12 series, you can incorporate it with our clear mixer to cut the pigment weight and get a little bit more transparency and vibrancy from your toner. Okay, so that's a really powerful thing to do. So once we've decided whether we're going to tone with our 11 or a 12 series, it's really important to know what the shape of the scalp is before we go ahead and apply these colors. Oftentimes, if we're doing a high lift on the scalp or a lightener retouch, that scalp ends up a little bit sensitized immediately following the service. So in order to combat that and still get that toning capability that we really need, we have created our refining toners. So not only do the refining toners open that door for more of that control and gentle toning, but it also includes a whole different type of hairdresser into our line. So as we spoke about in our previous video, the refining toners are ammonia and PPD free, meaning that they're extremely gentle and safe to be used on anybody's hair type. They are available in dark gray, which is a blue base, silver, which is a soft blue base, and lilac, which has a violet base. So there you have all of the toning capabilities from your levels 9 through 10. So it's really nice to have all of those. They are formulated with honey and aloe vera, which again makes them really perfect for someone with sensitized hair or sensitized scalp, because aloe vera is commonly used to soothe burns and anything like that and moisturize and cool, whereas the honey actually contains all 18 of those amino acids that our hair is made up of. So it's a really great way to not only soothe the scalp, tone the hair, but also repair any damage that might have consequently happened during the lifting process. When you're processing these refining toners, we recommend them used with our 2-transform developer, mixed 1 to 1.5. So 1 part color, 1.5 parts developer. And then that way, they just go on as a true, pure demi. So these are also really great for gray blending, but mostly I like to focus them on sensitive scalps. So now that we've gone through all of the blonding capabilities and toning capabilities that Beverly Hills Permanent Color has, I hope that has opened some doors for you and just made you feel a little more comfortable and creative when it comes to these types of services. And I really look forward to being able to share some gray formulations as well as talk about toning with you with our liquid color. But those are for videos to come. So again, from everybody here at J. Beverly Hills, thanks for watching.